So here's something I bet you some of you folks have never seen before. This is going real old school here. This is a CampingGaz CV206 backpacking stove. All right, everybody, welcome back. So this is something I found in my local surplus shop here. And for those of you that don't know, if you're local, it's on 372. It's called Plan B Survival and Preparedness. For the rest of you, they don't have a website yet, so you'll just have to wait. But he had this in his store, and I've seen these before. I've seen these before, and I never knew what they were for. They were always in camping sections. This is when I was younger. And I always thought they were oil filters or something, because they kind of have that look, you know, like they're an oil filter. But it turns out they're gas cans. They're butane cartridges. This stove was in production for quite a while. I would say 70s, 80s. It got very popular then. The canisters were popular because they were cheaper. There's no screw-on adapter or anything here. The problem with that is once you puncture, this has a bayonet on the end of it. Once you puncture that, you can't take it out until it's empty because you'll leak gas all over. Now, I believe in France they had a big warning over these because they were starting fires. You know, somebody wouldn't put it on tight enough, because you can unscrew this here. I don't want to undo it too much. But somebody wouldn't put it on tight enough and the gas would escape and you just get a big fireball coming out of the thing. So I believe they either banned them or had some kind of rule against them or whatever. Now, they have made safer ones in the more recent years that have a little bit of a more protective area there that really clamps down and reseals when you take it off. But for my usage, this is more of just an old antique kind of cool thing. These canisters are very hard to find. You can find them online. You're not going to probably find them in any stores anywhere. I've done a lot of research on this since I bought it. And man, finding an adapter to turn this into a regular Lindell, valve is next to impossible. There's absolutely nothing out there for it. So I did a little research and I tried to find it. I know that you can buy these online. I believe there's a couple on Amazon. There's some on eBay, but they want a lot of money for them. So really, this is just going to be kind of a fun thing for me. I think I paid $10 for everything. And, it's really not a huge purchase, where it's going to hurt me if I can never use it again. It's kind of just a bit of old school nostalgia kind of stuff. However, the burner works very well, so I am kind of bummed I can't convert it yet. I wanted to, for this video, run this cartridge out and show you what it looks like inside. Unfortunately, I can't do that because there's quite a deal of gas left in that cartridge. They kind of work like this. When this is empty, you're going to unscrew this, and that will, see how it moves, that will lift the bayonet up out of the top, okay? And then you're going to take these off and pull it out. You'll put this in, snap it into place, and then screw this back down to puncture your center. Now you'll get a hole in the center there, and the end of the bayonet has a big rubber gasket there that will seal that up really, really well so no gas will get out. However, they have had problems with it in the past where somebody didn't screw it down. So when you start these, if you ever find one of these, make sure everything is locked down nice and tight. Turn it tight, make sure it's down and ready to go. Another good thing about doing a video on these is it shows you how to use them. If you were to run across this in a survival situation and had no other stove and no other way to cook, I mean, think about it. You run across this without this canister in it, and you see this lying on the floor, just sitting there. Would you know they were even related to each other? Probably not if you'd never seen this before. So it's a little bit of familiarization. Kind of cool to know how to use something before you see it. And it's also cool to spot resources. I wouldn't have known, the two went together had I not bought it or seen it in the store. So what we're going to do real quick, this is a 190 grams, I believe, at the bottom here of a butane propane mix. What we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of a boil test with 2 cups of water. And I'm going to see how long it takes to boil 2 cups of water with it. And we'll see if it's worth even trying to find a way to convert it. I would love to be able to take this piece off and convert it to a regular propane adapter, a regular Lindell valve where you just screw it onto any old little isobutane stove. But that's probably going to take some time and some doing, if not a little engineering on my own to get it done. I could buy a few more of these and just kind of keep this as a backup to a backup. I may do that too, because it's kind of cool the way it operates, and you know, they're not worth a ton of money, but eventually they might be worth something. So anyway, let's get this set up. I'm going to put some water on. We're going to do 2 cups of water. We're going to see how long it takes to boil it, and I'll bring you back when that's ready. Okay, so I got 2 cups of water right there. We're going to pour it into this. And light up the stove. Start the timer. Start. There we go. All right. So I got 2 cups of water. I am going to cover it. The timer is started. And I'll bring you back when we have a boiling pot of water. So we are about 1 minute and 2 minutes in. And let's see what we got up top here. We got bubbles starting to form. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, let's see when it boils. There we go. Got it boil, and it is 3 minutes. Let me do this with one hand. I got to stop. There we go. 3 minutes and, well, 38 seconds. But we got a rolling boil. No problem with that at all. So, respectable boil time. Pretty decent. Nice little stove. These are extremely light compared to the other cans, because they don't have any of the apparatus up top. It's just a puncture and a hole and you're done type deal. Let's see, that's cool. And it did 2 cups of water in about, well, let's say 3 minutes and 30 seconds. It took me a few seconds to get it to stop. So that's really respectable and not that bad. It's a nice little system. It's just too bad the canisters are so hard to find. So, I don't know, I'm thinking I want to keep it intact, and maybe I'll just get a couple of canisters and stash it away with my other stoves, and always have it as a backup to a backup. But anyway, that is the CampingGaz. It's a G-A-Z, they spell it, CampingGaz S200 single burner propane. This is a 206, I'm sorry, S206 single burner propane camping gas stove. And it looks like, from the markings on it, let me move this out of the way, that this was imported by Optimus to the United States. If you can read that sign there, it says imported by Optimus, P.O. Box, whatever, U.S. patent. So, at one point, these were popular in the U.S. Definitely a cool little old school thing. These things pop up, I don't want to mess with them, and they fold over like that. So it folds up pretty nice and convenient. They used to come with a base, and they came in a metal container, kind of like a little lunch box. So it's kind of a neat little system. And CampingGaz, G-A-Z again, CampingGaz, has all sorts of cool little camping cook sets and stuff like that. They have since adapted to the screw-on valves. So you'll see these little blue containers now with the valves on top, and you screw them in. But these are still purchasable, but you have to buy them online. So anyway, that's the review for today. Kind of thought it was cool, bring you something old school like this, and familiarize you with it, because it's kind of handy. If you run into something like this in an emergency, you'll know how to use it from watching the video. So anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I can't find this thing anywhere on Amazon. They have the more modern ones that screw on, but not the old school ones. So I don't have an Amazon link for it. But don't forget to check out our Amazon store down below there, and just see if there's anything in there you want to buy. If not, shop as you normally would after clicking the link, and it helps out the channel a whole lot. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link down below. If you're interested in getting started, that's the way to go. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.